Hey everybody! In this video I'm going to talk about phasing. I've seen comments from players who claim that phasing is a cheat or an exploit, but it's one of the most useful things you'll ever learn how to do in Fortnite. It's a great way to find surprising peaks in box fights, and it's often the only way to chase down a low health player who has better ping than you. Phasing happens when a building piece is placed inside a player's character model, or when a player breaks a held structure while wedging themselves into a corner. This corner can be horizontal or vertical as long as the corner is sharper than a 90-degree angle. The first phase most players learn is this trick to dive inside a player's box. As your opponent turbo builds their wall against you, put yourself under a ramp, give yourself space for a running jump, and smash the wall with your pickaxe. By wedging yourself in the corner between the wall and ramp, you will phase through the wall. As you learn this phase, try to focus on phasing into the box on the right side. If you jump from the center or the left side, you might find that your own character model passes over your opponent's, making it hard for you to see. To guarantee visibility and an easier shot, hug the right wall as you dive in. If you want the option to step back outside of a box, you can temporarily phase a wall by making a door edit or two kinds of floor edits. With each of these phase tricks, make sure to strafe into the door or floor railing while also moving forward. If you don't want to run inside, stop moving as you break the wall. From here, you can shoot your target or build a ramp or cone inside the box. If you take damage or miss your shot, you can take a step back to dephase the wall and reset the fight. Phasing into a box from above or below is much easier than phasing through walls, but not many players practice these strategies. From above, build a cone or ramp on top of the floor you're trying to phase through. Damage the floor so it will break with one hit, crouch while moving forward, and stand up as you touch the underside of the ramp. At that same moment, break the floor and you should fall straight through it. If you jump, this trick won't work. Many players will spray the floor while crouch spamming, but this strategy can be much faster and more efficient than that. From below a player's box, you can use the same strategy to phase inside. Run up a ramp, crouch, and stand up as you break the floor. If you practice phasing up and down, you'll be able to perform these phases on your first try every try, even if you have 200 ping. When you aren't trying to W key turtles, stationary phasing can be used defensively to outplay aggressive opponents. The most common stationary phase occurs when you place a ramp while backed up against a wall. While this ramp is phased, you can shoot and replace your opponent's wall and make edits through the phased ramp. After you find an open shot, you can move forward or jump to dephase the ramp and protect yourself. This strategy is much stronger than resetting a ramp edit because editing weakens the structure, making it easier for your opponent to spray through or replace. This phase can also be used predictively. If you expect that your opponent will use a Mongrel Classic ramp edit against you, you can back up against the back wall on the right, then shoot your opponent as their edit causes that ramp to phase. These stationary phases can also be performed with a cone inside a box. This is often surprising for your opponent since they expect you to peek out from above the cone, but instead you shoot straight through. A fun way to win a box fighting mind game is by editing a cone like this for protection. Then reset the edit while backed up against the wall. Alternatively, edit the front left tile of the cone to trick your opponent into over-peeking you. When a player pressures you from above your box, you can stand near the middle of your box and build a ramp to phase inside. When you see an opening, shoot your opponent, then crouch and move forward to dephase the ramp. The stationary ramp phases are easy enough for you to succeed on your first try. However, the moving phases are much harder, requiring good timing and precise movement. And if you can't phase on your first try, it's unlikely that you'll get a second chance. So make sure to practice with a friend in creative until you can perform all of these phase tricks without messing up. There are some phase tricks that I didn't mention, but the ones you've seen in this video are by far the most common ones. And even if you don't practice them, it's good to at least know what they look like. Hopefully after watching this video, you'll be able to recognize and react appropriately when your opponents use these phase tricks against you. If you think there's an important phase trick I missed, or if you'd like to see these tricks in action, follow my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/billy_bicep. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for using code billy-bicep in the item shop. And I'll see you guys next time.